choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, set, play, 20. Watch one. Come on, come on.
They'll run it here. This is James White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 31, Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man. That's Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Silver.
First down, here's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, it's White, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football, but these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, a Baltimore native, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought. Down, 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson, options out left. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. And some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Chris Thompson, 27 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. That throw by Brady incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Throwing again. Brady. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Austin. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore, 57 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Brady to throw. That one caught by Ellison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morgan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football. Full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Dante Hightower on the stop.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jackson looking to throw on third. forced out to his left. He's got Thompson here, complete. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jackson, he's got it complete to Thompson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson options out left, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Jackson options out left. Room past the 20. And they will finally get him down at the 28. Well, crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 30-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. I got
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They toss to Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ingram again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. 22, jet, cover.
On second down, Ingram. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.